Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of What Have I Done This Week? Actually, not all of this was completed this week. One of the projects was done earlier, but I kind of threw it in the What Have I Done This Week batch. And one of them is kind of an update too, so a little mixture of everything in here this time. Been working on making multiples of things. I don't have another market until probably September. I do have one option for August. I keep my eyes open. I may pick something up. I don't know. But I know that from mid-September through December, if I have enough stock, I can just do show after show. And so that's kind of what I'm gearing for. And, so you'll see lots of duplicates and, maybe some things that I've already done. And that's kind of what happens. But I am trying some new patterns. I just had my friend sent me a new pattern just a few minutes ago, so I'm kind of excited to kind of see how that one turns out. And I've got several in my cart at Etsy that I want to try. It's just not enough hours in the day to work on some of these, so hopefully I'll get some time here soon to... Well, I'm already moving on to new projects, but the new projects I'm working on are not new. Anyway, I think I'm talking in circles. So what have I got in my basket? So the last time I showed you the cats, and I had these three, okay? I think I had the purple one. So I had pink, purple, and the strawberry bonnet. And so being that I want to do multiples, I'm tossing them in my bucket. I wanted to have about 6 of those. So I did one in orange with a light blue flower. And I will put this pattern in the description. I did get it from Etsy. I believe it's called Hoodie Cat something, but I will put it in the description. Again, the one thing I did change is I did not sew these pieces on. I stitched them in. So I made my ears and my arms and my feet and my tail, I made those first, and then as I was crocheting the other pieces, I put them in where they belong, so that it's the only thing I really had to sew was the head to the body, so made it a very low sew. So I made an orange, and I made a teal. I really kind of like this orange and the teal one. I like the way those colors came out. And then I played Yarn Chicken and lost. But I made this green one. And I was using this Parfait Chunky green. And I got up to the body. I already had the head and the hood done. So it's coming up, and I knew I wasn't going to have enough. So in my stash, I have a little bit of that Premier Bloom, Parfait Bloom, with the green, with the red flowers. And so I put that in there as a stripe and coordinated the bow on her head. So it made it work. So I now have 6 of these. Now I just have to decide what I'm going to sell them for. And some of it may be determined by what market I'm at. I do have a really big market that I'll probably raise several prices. So anyway, there is 6 of those. And this was a brand new project for me, because I like to do some stuffies, some sensories, some, little bits and pieces to draw other types of people. And so I got this pattern for a mini sensory ball. And there is another bigger one. There is a bigger pattern. But I printed this one out and I absolutely love it. Extremely easy. This one was done with the Red Heart Retro Stripe. Okay. And if you see, all of these are little tails all the way around it. And it is a ball. Underneath it's a ball. And this was actually all crocheted in one piece. You get to the spot, you chain out, crochet back, and that's what makes the spirals. I think it's a great size. I think that kids will like it. I think that pets will like it. I think that babies, because it's got some of the little things on it, I like it. The bigger pattern, I think, is made with the blanket yarns, or I would make it with my Premier. And it would make it a little bit bigger, but it shows making the ball and then tying in all the strands. And I'm not a real fan of that. So I did this one in the retro stripe. This one is also Red Heart. I don't know what stripe it is, but it's the regular rainbow stripe. Then I did this one. This one was a black, white, and gray variegated. And so I really like how this one turned out color-wise. And then I used some neon stripe. This was not Red Heart neon stripe. This was a clearance sale one from Hobby Lobby from, I want to say it was last year that I got it. But I kind of like, I'm not as fond of this, but I like it. So, it's kind of, so I did that color. And then I had whatever this is. This is I'm feeling it. This is an I Love This yarn. I'm not sure what the colorway was called, but it went from the light to the dark. And so there is that one. And this is another I Love This yarn, one of their kind of variegateds. So those are my 6 that I did of this. We're going to see how it goes. If they're a big flop, I won't ever make them again. If they're a big hit, then I'll go back and make some more and some more different colors. And I like the stripe yarn for this because it gives some color. And so we'll see how those go. So I have 6 of those. And again, I'll put the pattern. The last item that I made, and I actually finished these last night, and I actually have 8 of these. I couldn't count. I have 8, not 6, right? So I did some whales. Oops. And I have thread on it. I like putting faces on mine. In the pattern, it doesn't show the eyebrows or the mouth, but I kind of like it. So I'm always putting eyebrows and mouths on things. And again, this is a pattern that I made all of the fins ahead of time. The only fin I sewed on was the top one. But as I crocheted out and got to the color change, I crocheted in. Now all my fins, the two side and the back fin, are all in the same row. So I just counted and crocheted them in. Not very big, but sometimes, you know, you don't need things that are very big. The other thing is I've been doing a few more items with the 4-weight yarns. One of the things is I like them. I can do a little bit more, and I've always done a mixture. My profit margin on a 4-weight yarn is much higher than if I would do this in a plush. So, I mean, I can do these out of scrap balls. It doesn't, in fact, a couple of these I did out of scrap balls. So, I did make 2 in gray. So my dolphins, I hope I didn't call them whales to begin with. These are dolphins. So 2 gray dolphins. And then I just had some odds and ends yarn. So I made one out of this. And so these two, I think I know I used this one in the little stress balls, and I gave her eyelashes instead of an eyebrow. Isn't she cute? So there's 2 like that. This little mint green one, he was a scrap ball, and I have enough in my little scrap ball I can do a second one this color if I would like. So did it that color. I did a light blue one, and he's got a little thread. So I did a light blue. And I did a darker teal color. And I think this last one is my favorite. This is the Big Twist. Well, I don't know the name of it, but this is one of those new variegateds from Big Twist. And so I did a dolphin, and I absolutely love her colors. I did her eyelashes and her mouth. And so this is what the bottoms look like, because you start crocheting up here and you work your way down. So anyway, she's my cutie dolphin. So anyway, those are my projects that I have finished. I'm hoping with the holiday in the middle of the week that I will get a bunch more things completed and in my buckets, and then I'm going to have to start keeping an inventory of what I have, what I might do, might not do. I don't know. So I'm just trying to build. I'm also, one of the things I'm working on this week is a Halloween, or something I make more towards Halloween. So I'm kind of thinking that, because one of the shows I picked up is a Halloween themed market. And it's going to be pretty big. I think they said there's going to be, well, big for my area. So I think they said they were going to have 40 indoor and 40 outdoor vendors. So we'll see how many they actually get. And it's that last weekend in October. So I'm going to do, I don't do a ton of holiday things because sometimes they just don't sell. But I've always done bats, and they sold well. I did some spiders one year. They weren't a big hit. I might look for 1 or 2 other things. I might make a couple of things that I already do in more of some Halloween colors, like maybe a dragon in black and orange, or gray and orange, or something like that. So I'll be thinking of things to add for that show. And then as we go into Christmas, I always have a Mr. and Mrs. Grinch. There's a couple other things I want to try, but I usually only have 2 or 3 items that are holiday related, just because I don't want them to hang out. I did some pumpkins one year, and I still have a couple of those pumpkins, and they're going in the sale basket this year. So anyway, you'll start seeing a little bit of holiday and a little bit of other things. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it this week. So I hope you all have a fabulous week. Enjoy some time with family and crochet away, because it's a good week to get some crochet in. See ya.